Ian, I know that, obviously with this team, they like to go up and down, things like that.
Yeah.
RJ was talking about if you don't get the ball up after like 3 seconds, you have to give it to the other team just in practice. Like, what have you kind of made about just I know you knew that UNC likes to play up and down, but just seeing it for yourself, like what's that experience been like?
It's different from when you hear it and then you actually playing it. We want to play a fast-paced game. Coach Davis emphasizes that in practice every day. So just being a part of it is way different. It's way more hard than you would think, but we gonna get it done, and that's how we like to play.
And Coach Davis has said in recent years that he prioritizes getting guys from New York and playing games in New York every season. You guys are playing in Madison Square Garden this season.
Sure.
And in recent years, they've had guys like Cole Anthony, and now this year, RJ Davis, Elliott, you. How would you describe New York basketball to someone who is not from that area?
It's a tough game. It's a lot of grit and like physicality during that game in New York. Hopefully we show that. But I've been playing that way for years, so hopefully bring that here and kind of give it to my teammates.
Do you remember watching those guys when they were on the prep circuit? RJ, Elliott, Cole.
Yeah, for sure. When I was young, Ari playing New York Reds, Cole playing PSA, watching them on YouTube and things like that. Even at school, me and Ari was in the same league, but I didn't play yet. But yeah.
Ian, are we going to see any more of the podcast this season? Is that going to be something that continues?
Yeah, man, the pod will come back soon. Right now, trying to get a little focus for the season. So hopefully if I could do some during the season or before the season, I get it done. But yeah, you get some more pods. I got you.
Can you talk about a little bit just what inspired you to do that? What got you into doing it? Consistently and just everything like that.
It was just me and my friends. We have heated discussions about basketball and sports all the time. So I was like, why not just bring it to the internet? So it's that for us. I feel like my co-host is great at just talking and being himself. So we brought it there, showed people a different personality, different side of me, like off the floor, more than we'd already seen. So I just brought it to the internet.
Do you see that as I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Do you see that as like a post-career avenue as well?
I mean, if the opportunity appears itself, then I'm with it. But yeah, it's smooth so far.
That first practice, was there something that Coach Davis did that sort of made you step back and say, well, I've never done this at any level of basketball before? Was there something can you describe any of that?
Like we were saying, just the pace of the game. The pace of the game that we play at is way different from anywhere that I played before. It's a way higher pace, way faster thing. We get to every spot quickly, so it's just a whole different pace of the game. That's been the shock for me.
I asked Seth about an inter-squad dunk contest. He said no hesitation that he'd win easily. Wonder if you have any retort for that.
Nah, I'll be Seth. So Seth is good though. He got a few dunks, but come on. I get him.
I'm just saying what he said.
Yeah, man. I respect Seth's game. I respect his dunk game, but I get him.
Ian, RJ would not normally be here. Normally,
yeah.
We've still got the fifth-year rule that's getting ready to cycle out of college basketball. What is it like to show up and see a guy that's already played 4 full years, not just like 3 games in 1 year?
Yeah.
And what you can learn from someone like that?
For me, it's been great. Just using Ari as a guide. Obviously, the tremendous career he's had here. He understands what it looks like at a college level, how we're supposed to prepare, how we're supposed to get ready for things. So I just use him as a guide. Learn as much as I can from him, and I appreciate him being here.
Do you guys tease him about now being older? I mean, you're fresh you're the fresh-faced guy, and now you got a guy that's, like I said, played 4 full seasons already here and another one to go.
Yeah. Sometimes we tease him in the locker room sometimes, but on the floor we appreciate him for sure. He's a great player. We appreciate having a great player on the floor. He's unselfish. He's Ari, so we appreciate him out there for sure.
I would imagine, too, the idea of someone that's seen everything. I mean, there's not much a guy like that hasn't seen on the court.
Yeah, man.
To rely on as far as helping you guys.
Yeah, for sure, man. We appreciate Ari. He's been at every level of it. Deep in the tournament. Yeah, he's seen the bad seasons, the good seasons. So he knows everything. So we learn from him.
You talk about the pace of play that you guys are playing at. What's been the biggest adjustment for you so far in the college games?
Just understand how to pick my spots, Just pick my spots and take good shots and play within the system and how to do more off the ball, So that's probably been the biggest adjustment for me, just like changing my cuts and just being efficient without the ball in my hand.
Is playing off the ball something that you maybe haven't done before in the past, and I guess how has that been for you so far?
The past has been there, but in the past I've been with the ball in my hands the majority of the time, just in high school, things like that. But I definitely played without the ball before. But here it's just a different level because guys talking, it's bigger guys, the cuts is not so easy. So just the physicality and just like understanding the game.
Ian, do you remember how young you were when you either first heard about RJ or knew about him or played against him or saw him play? Like what your first interaction would have? I imagine it was many years ago.
Yeah, Ari, I was in, what grade was I in? I want to say 8th grade.
Okay.
And Ari was a junior in high school.
At Archbishop.
Yeah, stepping back
Yeah.
with Adrian Griffin.
Right.
And they were just killing everybody.
Right.
Yeah, that team was good.
Okay. Did you meet him then, or you just went to go see him? I mean, I know you ended up going to Hayes, but
Nah, I didn't get a chance to meet him, man. I didn't get a chance to meet him. I met Ari on visits here. I knew him because he's from the town, but
he big time.
yeah, Ari big time. It's all good though. It's all good.
So I have a little New York, New Jersey
Appreciate you.
guard fraternity going on with you and Elliot. Is there a little chemistry there?
Yeah, for sure, man. I knew Elliot for years. Me and Elliot have been super close for years. So now our first time ever playing with each other. We played against each other plenty of times, but our first time playing with each other, it's been special. He's a great point guard. He's not too far from where I'm from. We got a good relationship, and we'll make some good things happen this year.
How much does that relationship help you guys on the court?
Tremendously. I feel like chemistry and friendship and family is just a big thing. Any team, if you got that, I feel like you can go further than if you didn't have it and you still got the same players. So it's been amazing for us.
What about him as a passer? Hit you? Is he a different kind of point guard to play with?
Yeah, Elliot is different. He sees the game at a whole different level than everybody else. He sees things faster. He understands how to react to things quicker. His game is just different.
Elliot was saying he was surprised when you committed here, when he was watching. I guess you committed during the halftime of one of the games.
Yeah.
Carolina, Kentucky going back and forth. I
Yeah.
guess. What was your first interaction with him after you had committed to Carolina?
I don't know. He just congratulated me. Everybody just congratulated me. I didn't tell anybody I was committed, actually. So I didn't tell Coach Davis. I didn't tell nobody. I just went on TV and committed out of nowhere. I don't know why. I don't know what told me to do that, but I did it. Yeah, so I got it done, and everybody was surprised. Everybody called me after they was there at practice, so they called me after practice.
Coach Davis mentioned that RJ kind of serves as this connector for the team, bringing you guys out to breakfast and lunch, dinners, whatever. What's kind of your favorite memory of RJ off of the court?
Off the floor with Ari, probably one of my visits. Just being with him, chilling with him, him showing me around camp, me seeing how much Carolina fans love him and Mondo. So that's probably one of my favorite memories.
What were some things that you kind of did on that visit with him?
I think they had a game that day, so either game or practice. So we just chilled, afterward. We went to his house and played the game a little bit, just relaxed. So just chill.
Ian, with so many guys on this team who can handle, whether it's you, Elliot, Drake, RJ, Seth, have you tweaked or grown your game off ball at all, or what strides have you made in that? Just kind of learning how to play off of your teammates and other guards.
Oh yeah. So definitely learn how to play off the ball a little bit more. Get some cuts in, some backdoor cuts. I feel like we all equally understand each other. We all get the ball in each other's hands. We all know that we're all threats with the ball in our hands, so we try to equally feed each other and we figure it out.
Last summer you got to play with Ben Luga in the FIBA World Cup.
Yeah.
How was that experience and getting to know him and now playing with him here at Carolina?
Experience was great. It didn't turn out the way we wanted to turn out, but for me it was amazing. A huge learning moment. We learned a lot from that tournament. I learned a lot about myself. I learned a lot from Ben, but it's been great. Ben is my dog. I have a huge relationship with Ben.
Yeah, what have you seen from him in practice so far this summer?
From Ben, his ability to just rebound and get to his shots from the high elbow and screen well and just be active around the rim, just be a good defender. So Ben has been amazing.
You think we'll see I know he kind of Vandy had a lot of those mid-post ISOs.
Yeah.
You think that'll be something we see like that where you got the spacing around him here? How do you see that translating here with again just the playmakers around him and everything?
Yeah, for sure. Coach Davis is a believer in this, not making him play as robots. So if that's part of his game, he could do it. We definitely see it for sure.
What's it like when Drake is at the 4?
Man.
What's that lineup like? What's he like there?
It's great. It's great. With Drake is versatile. He can play the 4. So with me out there, Drake out there, then Elliot, RJ, it's great. We tried it in practice a few times. It's been amazing.
Is it just super fast?
Super fast. We defend. Everybody can handle it. It's hard to guard.
What do you kind of see your role being with this team?
Just being Ian Jackson. Just being me. Just impacting, winning, and just doing whatever I could do to win.
Give us an Ian Jackson scouting report.
Just brag a little bit about yourself.
Ian Jackson scouting report. What's the Ian Jackson scouting report? For the defense?
Whatever you want to say.
That's like
what pops? What are 3 things that pop about your game?
My ability to score the ball on all 3 levels, my ability to defend at a high level, and just being a leader out there.
Your high school coach said about a year ago that you were working incredibly hard on perimeter shooting.
Yeah.
It didn't come maybe when the other parts of your game come. How much progress have you made over the last year plus in that part of your game?
The three ball's been. I made a huge improvement. I worked super hard on that part of my game. It's grown tremendously. Hopefully, see how you guys see it.
How much of a transition has this been? Or has it been a challenge, or has it come fairly easily to you?
It's not been hard as I may seem, but it's definitely been a challenge. It's just a different thought process about the game, thinking the game a little bit more. And that part has been a challenge. But physically, I've been fine. But just thinking the game and trying to be a student of the game. Remaining a student of the game, still learning. It's probably been.
So the challenge is more up here that you have to take on.
Absolutely, yeah. More mental, more thinking the game.
I mean, Ian, you've been a highly touted prospect. Since your freshman year beyond, earlier than that.
Yeah.
What kind of pressure have you had, I guess, throughout your whole high school prep? You see some guys that start so ranked highly and they kind of trickle off toward the end. You on the end, we're always kind of up there at the top. What has that kind of been like working through for you?
For me, it's just been, I always thought about it just like, I didn't reach my goal yet. Rankings was not what I was striving for. I was striving for to have a good career and a long career in the NBA. So I still didn't reach that now, so I'm still thriving, I'm still pushing. So the rankings was cool, but that's not where I really wanted to stop at.
Talk about wanting to reach the ultimate goal, being in the NBA. Where do you see UNC kind of playing into that picture for you?
Just having a coach who understands what the NBA looks like. A few coaches who understand what they look like. Coach Sully, Coach Davis, who's been there. Most of our coaches who's been at that level, understanding what it looks like, and just having them guide me toward it.
How do you balance wanting to get to the NBA and using this in part to get to the NBA, with also what has to be done here between now and that point from a team perspective?
I feel like if we get to our team goals and win if we get to our team goals and winning, individually we all gonna be fine. So just keep the main thing, and it's just winning right now, and individually we all gonna be fine and get to our goals.
Is that the one-on-one message with Hubert saying, look, it's all gonna, if you win, it's all gonna come in?
It's kind of my thought process about it. If we win, everything's gonna be good. If we losing, it's not. I don't think it's gonna be the best. So just keep trying to win.